Hi everyone, welcome to day 2 of my gentle 7-day Pilates challenge. So I hope you all enjoyed day 1 where we set the fundamentals of Pilates by focusing more on the technique and focusing on our breath to help you connect to your abdominals. Day 2 is all about rocking your abs. So if you haven't felt your abs before, you will definitely feel them today. Sending big love to all of you out there as well. So let's start at the end of the mat. Pop your feet hip distance apart. Place your arms in front of you. Let's take an inhale. Think about lifting up out of your waist. Exhale. Tuck your tailbone under. Roll your hips towards your ribs and let's lower, bone by bone. Breathing out. Let go through your shoulders. Try not to grip with your quads, your hip flexors, and we lower all the way down and land your head, land your arms. Then I'd like you to bend your knees. Just pop your feet hip distance apart. Heels a comfortable distance from your buttocks. And let's just take a moment to think about the posture that we set in our day 1. So pubic bone, hip bone should be on the same level. You want a little pocket of air between that lower spine and the mat. Let's think about softening and closing the ribs. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. Now walk your fingertips towards your heels and flatten your scapula on the mat. So your neck is long and your chest is open. Let's take our fingertips to the base of the skull and your elbows are wide. Make sure we can see your elbows in your peripheral vision. We're going to nod the chin looking at your thighs. Then on the exhale, we're going to see if we can lift a little higher, keeping your elbows in your peripheral vision. Try not to pop your navel here. And then let's lower all the way back down, releasing the head and neck. Let's flow that now. Exhale, nodding the chin, and we're trying to get to the tips of the shoulder blades. And then lower back down. Let's do 2 more. Breathing out, eye gaze towards your thighs. Don't look at the ceiling and lower down. Last one. Exhaling, think of lengthening your neck out of your shoulders and lower down. Now we're going to add on. Exhaling, we're going to look towards our thighs. Keep the chest lift and then reach your fingertips towards your heels. Lengthen. Hold. Keep the chest lift as you bring your fingertips to the base of the skull and then release the whole posture down. Let's go again. Exhaling, eye gaze towards the thighs. Make sure you're not looking here. That's going to give you neck strain. Let's lengthen. Now lengthen the arms as you lift a little higher. Don't pop your navel. Hold. Fingertips to the base of the skull, elbows in your peripheral vision, and replace the whole shape down. Let's go again. Exhaling, curling up, eye gaze towards your thighs. Deepen with that length of the arm. It's a long arm lever. Pause. Fingertips to the base of the skull and lower the shape down. Let's do 2 more here. Breathing out. Hold the chest lift. See if you can go a little higher by lengthening, reaching to the tips of the shoulder blades if it's available. Hold, hands to the base of the skull and replace everything down. You have 2 more here. Exhaling. Let's lengthen and lift a little higher. Relax your shoulders. Fingertips to the base of the skull and replace the shape down. Let's do 1 more. Breathing out, eye gaze towards your thighs. Don't pop your navel. Lift, reach a little longer, reaching through the fingertips. Pause, hands behind the head and lower the head and neck down. Beautiful. I'd like you to stay here. If you're feeling any neck strain, just release your head side to side. Rolling your head, I should say, and just releasing your neck. Then bring your hands back to the base of your skull, elbows in your peripheral vision. Pubic bone, hip bones are level. Draw your navel down. Now exhaling, we nod the chin and we lift the chest to a place where we can maintain this without popping the navel. If your neck's fatiguing, please land your head. We're going to pick up the right knee, tabletop and lower down. Then it's the left and lower. I'd like you to breathe out as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Can you lower through the toe, the ball, the heel? Let's do 4 more here. Eye gaze towards the thighs. 3, elbows in your peripheral vision. 2 more. Last one, hold it here. Now we're going to march, alternating. Breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep the chest lift. 8 more. And 8, 7, 6, 5. Navel down towards your spine. Last 2. Lower the feet and release the head and neck down. Beautiful. Just let's release the neck by rolling the head from side to side. Bring your feet together. We're going to repeat that. Allow your knees to fall out. So we're coming into a little bit of external rotation through those hips. Fingertips to the base of the skull. Breathing out, we're going to curl up. Now make sure your knees are just either side of your hip bones. Come onto your toes. We're going to pick up the right leg. Exhale, and we lower down. So we're alternating the legs. We're repeating the same sequence, but this time the legs are in external rotation. So you want to reach your knee towards your armpit. Exhaling, and tap the toes down. Breathe. Beautiful. 3 more, and tap. Eye gaze, looking straight towards your feet. 2. Try and get to the tips of your shoulder blades. Don't strain your neck. If your neck's fatiguing, land your head. Hold it here. We alternate. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 8 more. It's 8, 7. Make sure you're breathing. And 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Lower the feet. Bring your knees together and replace your head and neck down. Beautiful. Hug your thighs in towards your chest. Nod your chin. Give me 1 rock. On the second rock, I'd like you to come all the way up to a seated position. Beautiful. So here you want a rounded lower back. Let's think about length from the center up through the crown. And you're going to pick up your right leg and hold underneath your thigh. Tuck your tailbone under, so it's that pelvic tuck I'm after, and we're going to lower down, bone by bone. Try and feel each and every vertebra. Then as you land your head, bring your right knee above your hip. Exhaling, nod your chin, and we scoop up. Lengthen through the mid and upper back, reach to the crown, and we go again, breathing out. So you want to try and keep it as smooth and fluid as possible. Exhaling, try and use your abdominals more than pulling on your leg. And we roll back down. So we're mobilizing the spine, connecting to the abs. If you're struggling with this, nod your chin to start. Place your hands on the mat to help you lift. And we lower back down, breathing out. Beautiful. Let's do 3 more here. Exhaling. Lifting up through the mid back, through the upper back. And pull the navel towards the spine. Really try and connect to the breath. Try and connect to your abdominals here. And we tuck and we roll down. I'd like you to do 1 more. Nodding the chin. Beautiful. Stay here and just change legs. Remember, you want that long mid and upper back. We tuck and we roll. And again, exhaling and lift. So I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible, and you'll probably be aware of any tightness in your back. Try and breathe into those tight spots. Let's do 3 more. Try and connect to your abs here. Don't use your hip flexors to help you lift. 2 more. Let's do 1 more. And exhale, and up you come. Beautiful. Here is your option of the next exercise. Rounded lower back. Find that length through the mid and upper back. So you can stay here and just alternate from the knee, extending the leg. But I want you to look at my spine. It stays long. If it's available, pick up your legs. And this is our Pilates balance point. And we're just going to extend the legs. Hold wherever it's comfortable for you. Open, close, and bend. So it's a lot of control. You might not be able to straighten your legs all the way. So just go as far as you can with your flexibility. But I want you to really think about more of your spine, your abdominals than your legs. Drop your shoulders. Let's do 2 more. Keep lengthening through the mid and upper back. Navel to spine. You shouldn't be feeling any lower back strain. Last one. Now you can stay with that. You can stay with this one. Otherwise, if you want a little bit more, come with me. We're going to take our arms to a T shape, bringing the palms towards the ceiling. We're going to extend the legs, open, close, and come back to tabletop. And again, reaching long, eye gaze towards the toes. Open, close. Make sure you're not collapsing through that lower spine. 3 more if it's available. And remember, if you can't straighten your legs, that's okay. 2 more. Try and feel that length in your spine. And yep, I'm feeling my quads. They're working. Last one. Open, close, bend, and lower down. Well done. Make sure you're at the edge of your mat. We're rolling all the way down, bone by bone. You're going to pick up your right leg, and I want you to stop when you get to the tips of your shoulder blades and hold underneath your thigh, then extend your left leg. So let's take it to 45 degrees. Here you want to focus on your lower back being on the mat. If it's too much for your neck, land your head. Take your fingertips, interlink them now, and turn your palms towards your thighs. You want to keep your hands still, and we're going to tap the thigh to the hands. Let's go, we're bicycling. Now here's your breath. We go in, out, out, in, shoo, shoo. Navel to spine. Try and keep that chest lift. Nod your chin. Make sure you're not here. That's going to strain your neck. Look at your thighs. Now this is about abdominal strength, but it's also about length. So let's try and get extension through those legs, reaching to the other side of the room. Now, if you want more, you have the strength and your back is good. Try and lower those legs towards the mat. If it's too much, take your legs a little higher. Let's do 4 more. In, out, out. It's 3. Breathe, out. Last 2. In, out. Last one. In, out, out. Reach under your thighs. Use your abdominals to help you lift higher. Little bit of pressure through those arms and release down. Beautiful. Shake your head from side to side and breathe. Nod your chin. 1 rock. On the second rock, let's come all the way up using your abs. Beautiful. We're going to come into an elbow plank. So I'd like you to land your elbows on the mat. So option with your hands could be flat, could be in a fist, could be in a cup, whatever works for you. You're going to take your, let's take the knees onto the mat, but just behind your hips. Make sure you're not there. Bring your body weight forward. Now I'd like you to check in here. Make sure you're not doing this. Pick your hips up. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. You want to make sure that that pelvis is not bobbing. Keep it still. Tuck your toes. We're going to do 1 knee lift. So we pick up the right knee and then we lower down. We pick up the left knee. And I'm looking, alternate, keep going. I'm looking my eye gaze just beyond my fingertips. No neck strain. Push down firmly through the forearms. Think about your back muscles here. Think about your lat muscles. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Keep going with the single legs if that's where you're at. Otherwise, lift both legs, both knees. 7. Now you'll notice more abdominals, right? Breathe. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Make sure you're not here. Pick your hips up and hold for 10. 9. Breathe. 7, 6. I can feel my abs shaking. 3, 2. Set your knees down. Whew, well done. Let's come into child's pose. So knees are wide. Anchor your sit bones to your heels. Elbows are on the mat. And allow your chest to fall through your arms. Let's just take a moment here. Make sure you're not up here with your hips. Lower them as far as you can towards your heels and just allow your forehead to rest on the mat. And I'd like you to breathe, connecting to that breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and feel that stretch across your lower spine, and feel that stretch from the top of the scapula right down to your tailbone. Now tuck your tailbone under, initiate your abdominals, breathe and roll up bone by bone. Beautiful. Let's come onto all fours. So spread your fingertips, shoulders above your wrists. I'd like you to take let's do the left leg first, behind you. Notice how your weight shifts onto the right side. Bring it into the middle. And I'd like you to lift that left leg hip height if it's available without doing this. So don't open your hip. Imagine you've got headlamps on your hip bones and they need to face the floor. We're going to exhale. We're going to bring the knee to the nose to the knee. So I'm coming into a round spine here. Breathe out. Inhale, we're going to shoot that leg out and make sure you're not opening that hip. Let's go. 7 more. Breathing out and breathing in. It's a tuck and then it's a reach. Breathe out and lengthen. 4 more. Tuck and reach. Don't collapse through the mid or lower back. And lengthen. 2 more. Tuck and reach. Last one. Tuck and reach. Hold it here. Lower your toes to the floor. Make sure that all 5 toes are grounded. Then as you breathe out, pick up your right leg. So bring your knee to your nose to your knees. Push down through the heel of the palm. Pull your navel towards your spine, and I'm rounding. Hold and breathe for 8, 7, 6. Let your head hang. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Whew. Feel those abs. A little bit of a shake there. Spread those fingertips, shoulders above your wrists, and we're going to repeat that on the other leg. So now you're extending your right leg, or just make sure you've changed legs. Feel the weight shift to the left side, bring it into the center. Lift that right leg up. Make sure you haven't opened your hips to get that leg up. Now think about your shoulders here. Pull them away from your ears. Exhale, we tuck. Inhale, we reach. Breathing out and in. Think about using your abs here. Think about length. 4 more. And reach. Really make sure you're not collapsing through that lower back as you extend the leg. Last 2. And reach. 1 more. And reach. Lower those toes, all 5 toes on. Make sure the weight's in the center. Pick up your left leg. And we hover and hold you in that tuck position. Knee to nose to knees. Breathe. 8, 7. Can you straighten your arms? 5. Don't lock your elbows. 3. Pull that navel up. Lift your knee higher. 2, 1, and set it down. Good job. Child's pose. Anchor your sit bones. Allow your chest to fall through your arms. And let's just turn the palms towards the ceiling to open through that shoulder joint. Breathe. Relax your shoulders. Soften your jaw. A lot of work, a lot of stabilization through your shoulder joint. A lot of work through that core. Full body integration there. Tuck your tailbone under and let's roll up slowly, bone by bone. Beautiful. Let's finish off with a little bit of back extension to counteract all that flexion of the front line of the spine. So I'd like you to lie down. I'd like you to balance your nose on the mat and take your arms a little bit off the edge of the mat. Bringing your elbows in towards you. Your legs will be hip distance apart. And I'd like you to focus on what I call the Pilates triangle here. That's your pubic bone, and your two hip bones. They form the Pilates triangle. Make sure they don't leave the mat. I'd like you to give me a slight activation of your glutes. Don't grip too much. It's about a 35% glute squeeze, turning your heels towards each other, rotating your knees outwards. Make sure your feet stay grounded. So take a breath in, draw that navel up and off the mat. Now float your chest off. Use your mid and upper back muscles here. Then to go a little further, breathe out. Yes, you'll have to use your arms a little to lift up higher. And here my hip bones are off, but my pubic bone is on. I'm not straightening my arms. You might have the extension to straighten, so go for it if you do. Just make sure you're not hiking your shoulders. Pull them away from your ears. Breathe, and then we lower back down, bone by bone. Let's go again. Breathing in, draw that navel up and off the mat to activate. Float your chest off, keeping those arms really light. Then exhaling, up you come. Slide your shoulder blades down your spine. Lift your eye gaze here. Drop your shoulders, soften your elbows. Feel that beautiful stretch, the front line of the spine, and feel that extension through the back. Breathe in, and then exhale, we roll back down slowly. Let's go again. Breathing in, draw that navel up, lift the chest, feel the connection through the back muscles, upper and mid, and then exhaling, we lift up. Slide your shoulder blades down your spine, lift your eye gaze. So each time you should be able to go a little higher. Don't collapse through that lower back. Breathe, and then lower back down. We have one more. Breathing in, navel up and in, lift that chest. Then coming all the way up, slide your shoulder blades down your spine, widen your collarbones. I'd like you to nod your chin. You're going to make a smiley face, turning towards me, and then rolling down, and then to the other side. So paint with your chin, paint a smiley face on your chest. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck. Two more. Navel up and in. Last one. Notice how your neck feels. Come back to the center, lift your eye gaze, drop your shoulders, and lower back down. Slowly, with control. Hands underneath the chest, press back into child's pose. Elbows on the mat, allow your chest to fall through, balance on your forehead. And I'd like you just to breathe. Just take a moment here and notice how delicious your spine feels. Stay with your breath. Tuck your tailbone under and let's roll up slowly, bone by bone. And pop your head back on top of your neck. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed day 2. I look forward to seeing you on the mat for day 3. And as always, I'd love to hear your feedback. Keep safe, everyone. Bye for now.
Well, make your money. Well.